Gentlemen, what's going on?
Hi, how are you, sir? Welcome to the show.
I look up to you.
One of our producers takes the day off, so now we're not sure who's running the show. We only got one behind the scene today instead of our normal two. Bear with us today. How are you, Buck, the American Giant?
Doing well, thank you. How about you guys?
We're great.
Good.
A little bit shorter than you.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
It's my pleasure to meet you guys too. Thank you for having me.
See, POD, I told you I'd bring back up with you tormenting me.
Well,
it torments me too.
Well, wait a minute. Whoa. Who's tormenting who?
POD always
the guy
torments
with
me.
the headband.
Yeah.
The head. Are you, man? I heard about you trying to torment anybody. Do I need to come up there and take you and squash you like King Kong Bundy did the little beaver?
Who you talking to me?
Hey,
I am your POD. Man, I've had to beat a few giants in my day.
I wouldn't do that anyway. Don't worry about it. That's just me talking.
I grabbed him by the ankles. I
I
started
hear you
swinging.
guys talking smack.
POD makes a good eraser cover. You know those little things you put at the end of a pencil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look. Mr. American Giant, just please leave his head alone. It's swollen enough.
There he is.
There he is. A good pick of him.
Yeah.
And then
Thank you guys.
And look at this. This is Vinny life size.
Right.
Vinny is the shortest. He's 1'5".
I am the shortest at 3'5".
Oh.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well,
That'd be quite a match for you.
I think we can borrow one of your shoe boxes and build him a condo.
if I did that, guys, I'd be charging you $50 an hour.
Hey, there's your new Airbnb, Vinny.
Yeah, tell me about it. I use Shaquille O'Neal's shoe to canoe.
So, Mr. Buck, tell us about you. Tell us about what you do.
Oh, are you talking to Mr. Bain? Just kidding. Well, guys, I'll tell you what, I've been in the wrestling business for about almost 33 years now. I started out back in Tampa Bay, trained by the great Malenko, and started my career in professional wrestling after that. Yes, if you guys saw the match with the NWO WCW when I got my butt whipped by the NWO, of course. Not just kidding, by the way. But we did those when I tagged up with Pistol Pez Wildly. I'm 7'3", 340 pounder from Syracuse, New York, and we're a size 23 shoes. So any of you guys get out of hand, I will have to put my shoe up your faces. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. Don't worry about that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Trust me.
Hey, try that. I'll jump up real high and punch you in the big toe.
Oh, you better get allowed to do that, brother. Because if I catch you in the gorilla press line, you're going down to the count.
Hey, listen, I could run. I'll run. I could run away real fast.
Right.
Yeah. I'm a good boy.
Now, just like the late Captain Lou Albano would say, you can have the next question or the next word. Go right ahead, ask me anything you want to ask me. Don't believe me, I'm not an imitator. I'm never a duplicator.
Your greatest match. What's the match that, like, when you retire, if you were to retire today and you look back, you can say, I feel like that was the match that it wasn't even really work. It was just purely a great day in the ring.
I had 2 days like that. Number one is one of the great wrestlers in the business a long time, the Cuban Assassin. He's one of the great matches I had. And there was another one that I had shortly after I left WCW. His name is Nasty Ned Brady. I don't know if you guys remember him or not.
No, sir.
But
I do.
Ned Brady was one of the vicious guys in the business, and I had to take him out. One day I had a match with him one day, and the next day I get a phone call from one of his medical doctors. He says, "Sir, we just had to evaluate Mr. Ned Brady in the office, and he says he was seeing stars." I said, "What do you mean he was seeing stars? You whacked him with a chain across the head. We saw the videotape on that." I said, "You're darn right. If he was going to cheat, I'm going to stop the cheating." Well, he was seeing stars for a month and a half.
Wow.
All darn.
And as far as the Cuban Assassin is concerned, I respect him highly as a great athlete. He's been around a long time. He knows what he's doing inside the square circle, but yet then again, when it comes to cheating and annihilate wrestlers inside the square circle, my authority is to go in there and get the job done and stop the cheating and stop the hurting of other wrestlers. It's just that simple. That's what I do.
Okay.
See, that's why I got him to come today.
Do you have a regular job outside pro wrestling, a shoot job?
I do have a shoot job, yes.
Yes, sir. You mind sharing with us?
Yeah, I can do that. I work in a residential group home 3 to 5 days a week, pending. I take care of clients who have health issues and basically behavioral issues as well. And that's what I do outside of the ring.
I can see in a behavioral issue where you'd be a tremendous enforcer.
Oh, I was just
Well,
making
that's true.
more.
You have to teach them the qualities of life, and that's what I do. Try to do on a daily basis with them. And sometimes it can be real challenging.
I'm sure
It really can.
I applaud you for your work.
What kind of health issues?
I'm sorry.
You said health issues. What kind of health issues?
It depends. It can go anywhere from being paralyzed, with some clients, to mental capacities and all that. It depends what the case says, and we just work with them accordingly.
That's very awesome, man. I like that. That's cool.
My brother does what you do, and I applaud your work.
Repeat that again.
I said my brother does what you do, and I applaud your work.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, brother.
You're very welcome.
Here soon we'll pay Buck and then help Starkey because he's got some mental issues.
Hey, your proctologist called. They found your head. I just let you know.
I have to ask, what is your end goal in your wrestling career?
What is my what?
Your end goal in your wrestling career.
My end goal? You mean like the finisher?
Like what to look back on? How would you want everybody to remember you? Is that what you're saying, Benny?
The end game.
Look back
the
at
end
you.
game. Yeah. What is your what is it called? Legacy.
Legacy.
I'd like to be remembered being a role model for the children, especially in the wrestling game. And it may not just be pro wrestling; it could be any type of sport or any other career. Just to go out there and do the best you can.
Excellent.
And there's a lot of children today and a lot of teenagers today that like who love professional wrestling. I guarantee you that. Yeah. But here's the thing: you do it right and not do it the wrong way, and go down the wrong road. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You gotta make choices. You gotta make right choices.
Need a good role model. Yeah.
I would like to throw my 2 cents on what he just said right there. Many times in other settings, I have made the statement that as an entertainer, I felt like I was a great entertainer. As a pro wrestler, I really should have paid a lot closer attention in the training and stuff because as a wrestler, I definitely do not feel I was a good wrestler. I was an adequate wrestler, at best.
Right.
Looking back at my career, I wish I would have taken a lot more of my training, a lot more serious, and not tried to jump the gun so fast. And really spot on a lot better. So yeah, I totally agree with you in that statement. If you are hearing what Buck just said, reiterating, don't go into it and think 2 weeks in. If somebody trains you and 2 weeks into it, they're saying you're ready for your first match. You're really not. You're not.
You're not. And like you said, brother, if you're going to get into business, whether you're a referee, wrestler, manager, whatever the case is, take the time and study the art. Study the art. It takes anywhere from 6 months to a year. Take that time. Don't rush it.
Absorb it all. Absorb it all.
Right.
Okay.
So sponge it.
I promise you, once you get it down pat, it will work out far better for you.
Yes.
And if you rush it within 2 to 3 months, I guarantee you it's not going to work out very well at all. Take your time.
Right. It's good advice.
Vinny, you got anything you want to ask? Vinny has been considering. We've been thinking about getting like some of the action figures and one of those little bitty rings and setting up matches with Vinny. Friday night matches.
Yeah.
Kind of like Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
Vinny is a lover, not a fighter, and he doesn't like.
I had to
Well,
get him
maybe
in.
I heard different. What's wrong with you, brother? I
Yeah.
heard you're intimidate the American giant. What's the deal with that?
No, sir. You were way too big, and I am way too tiny. It would
You got
never
shoes bigger than him.
work.
But hey, let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue with our discussion with the American giant,
American Giant.
7'3", the monster.
Yeah, brother.
And we're back.
All right.
You're
Buck,
up there, man.
I've got to ask this. What is the worst match you've ever done?
Oh, that was what I was going to ask. Yeah.
The worst match.
That you would wish you could just, Back to the Future it and
Erase
redo
some
it.
history.
I had one guy who I wrestled. Excuse me, I got a little food in my mouth. He thinks he can out wrestle me and not tell me, but try to insult me. He's a real thin kid. Well, I'll put you this way. By the time I got done with it, he pissed off the giant, took him to the corner, gave him a real serious, what they call a receipt. Give him a real big chop across the chest. He wore my handprint for a month and a half. Okay. Yeah. Brother, here's the thing I'm going to tell you straightforward. Do not get the big head in pro wrestling.
That's
Do
right.
not get the big head. If you do, I will give you a serious receipt. No questions asked. I'm not there to have a big head. We're all there to work together, and it's just that simple. Be humbled in everything that you do.
And,
You gotta
and
have a big
humble,
head.
and humbleness.
Happy.
You got to remember, the number one reason we're here is to entertain the fans.
Yeah.
No matter what avenue that is in the pro wrestling game. At the end of the day, it's the fans that pay our bills. So if you are not thinking of them first, you're only thinking of yourself, you're never going to make it.
You got that right.
Do you have a website, by the way, we can share with everybody? Or any way of people contacting you for bookings?
Yes, my manager has created a website. You can go on the Facebook at any time, put in the American Giant official website. That's been posted here recently. You can find all the information there. Or you can go to my personal page as well. I put a lot of information, and we go back and forth and make sure everybody knows what's going on in my career.
Okay. If somebody in our crew could look that up in Google or something, see if you can find an actual website, and we can put it up on the screen. I'd like him to get a little boost here.
Starkey, where's our Google?
Don't talk about that on the podcast, man.
Yeah, you can Google it or go on Facebook and get it.
Don't be playing with that either. No, that's not right.
Yep, absolutely.
So, who's next? Who's got another question for him?
Happy had a question.
Yeah, I had a question. Now, we as little people have major challenges like going to hotels and the beds are way too high, or going to public bathrooms and everything is too high for us. So what is your biggest challenge, being your height, which would be probably the opposite of what we deal with?
Two things. Number one, going to a restaurant, ducking underneath the doors. It depends what the weather is. No, I'm not kidding. Because I used to run a house in St. Petersburg, Florida. One night I went to sleep after I got home from my shoe job at the time, and I woke up and not realizing to turn the light on. I banged my head against the frame of the door. I was
Oh,
seeing stars for about a week and a half.
yeah.
And number two, sometimes fitting into different vehicles can be challenging for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now you think I had a problem with that? Check out the late great Andre the Giant.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
You know, or John Studd, or the great Colleen, all these guys. Some of these guys had issues. So they're like, well, why don't you just take the front seat out, sit in the back seat? I'm like, are you trying to insult big guys? Don't do that, brother.
Right.
I got a question. I got a question for you.
Why do people
Ah,
instantly think because you're tired or because you're taller than other people or you're different that they can insult you? That is
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I
it
get
Even
that all
like the
the time.
little person, they
really
do the same
bugs
thing.
me.
yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
go to the store and walk back to my car without somebody thinking I'm a kid running into the street. I
Well,
have to
you
tell
got
someone
people
to
following
wake
you
up,
everywhere
you know?
you go.
I
Okay, what was the question again? I'm sorry, you were fading in and out.
Who has the
Starkey had a
question?
question.
Starkey.
Starkey, go ahead.
Oh, me?
Yep,
Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah. I had a question for you. I know
Okay.
in sports. I did sports. You wear a cup, right? I was wondering if you could loan that to Vinny, because like when he wash him in the kitchen sink, he needs something to sit in.
Again.
Yeah.
Anything
Don't
from
insult a little guy like that. Come
It'd
on
be a
now.
perfect size. It would be a perfect size. I'm just saying.
it would be a bathtub for me. Okay?
Yeah.
Why
Look,
are
And
you
let's
insulting him
not
like
talk
that?
about that on
Be like
the
a
Don't
show,
really insult him
Starkey.
too much. He is teeny tiny whittle, but
That would be like me taking all you guys out and squash you like bugs.
I
No,
believe you
come on.
could. I believe you could.
Well,
I
that
know
may
you
be
could.
true,
So
but
backhand us.
that
Do
may
you
be
have
true,
any,
but I'm not going to do it. I mean, come on, brother.
See,
Buck?
I'm
Do you have any
Italian.
matches coming up?
I
Yes,
learned.
I do have a couple of matches coming up. One is a week from this Saturday in Danville, Kentucky.
Okay.
For Elite Wrestling Alliance, I'm looking forward. That'll be my first time out there in a very long time,
All right.
and I'm looking forward to meeting the fans out there and wrestle hard and get a great victory out of that.
Nice.
And I got another one. I'll be going to a fan fest in St. Louis on May 16th and
I
17th.
know it.
And there's a lot of I'll be with a lot of the legends of wrestling. Greg the Hammer Valentine will be out there. Brutus Beefcake, Missy Hyatt, Teddy Long, a whole host of others.
Oh,
On
nice.
That sounds like a
Saturday,
good lineup right there, man.
on the Saturday, March 22nd, where did you say you're going to be located at?
March 22nd, I'll be in Danville, Kentucky, at the community center.
Bill,
Okay.
Kentucky Community Center. And who's running this show, my friend?
Elite Wrestling Alliance.
All right, give him a little shout out here in a second. Trying to get a banner put together for you here.
Pretty good.
Who else got a question, man? I mean, this is a
I
chance. We
don't
got
have a
the.
question. I have. Oh,
Yes.
God, go ahead. I keep interrupting people.
You're
Go
fine.
ahead.
Good.
It's not more of a
How
question.
you
It's
go?
more.
You know when they did that thing?
You know what?
Sorry.
God dang you, Starkey.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, man.
I'm Italian, so Italians learn when they're kids to pick their fights, to pick the fights that they can win, and to make friends with the ones that we can't win. So American Giant is now one of my close friends because I know
Thank
I'll
you,
never
brother.
win there.
Pleasure is all mine, brother. And anybody who picks on little guys, I'm going to say that kindly because there's other wrestlers out there who be discriminating. I'm not going down that road because it's not worth it.
Damn.
Are friends to me, like the micro wrestlers and all that. You guys are now I consider my brothers and friends in this business.
It's supposed to be. That's
Thank
the
you.
way it's
Thank you,
supposed to
sir.
be.
sir.
So guess what? I forgot to tell you guys. The American Giant's going to be at my show October 10th, 11th, and 12th at Brooksville, Florida.
All
Awesome.
right. All right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Cool.
what. I'll just let's stop
Is
right
that
there,
Is
and
that
let's
the
show
one me
your.
and Shortcut's gonna be there, right? Shortcut and me is gonna be there.
I
That's
think
all.
Shortcut's coming too. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Let's play that
All right.
commercial for that show real quick, and then we'll wrap it up with the American Giant. Let's play that commercial real fast for everybody.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, it's going to be a great time.
Looks like it's
Working.
gonna be a great time. Looks awesome.
What was that? Oh, that was me. Never mind.
There you are, POD.
There he is.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hello, Mr.
I was
looks like
trying
a
to
great
actually.
event.
I heard Vinny having a family member in the background. I was trying to get him off stage, and instead I got me off the stage. So,
Well, it was good timing because it drowned it out what I just did. I don't even want to talk about it.
okay,
Hey,
we
don't
didn't
talk
want to hear.
about it.
So is there
Any other
anything?
questions you guys have for me before we conclude this?
Where is your primary base? Like, if you said like the main area, if somebody wanted to come see you, like for me as POD, I wrestled everywhere, but the primary area you can see me was right here in the Midwest: Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Illinois, Michigan. So, where's the primary area for you, sir?
Well, I'm glad you said that. It's my primary is the Illinois, Indiana area. That's the primary. But there's only one special spot. Well, I'm not going to say spot. Yeah, I will say spot because it's going to go. There's one special spot that I want to wrestle in that a lot of people want to see the American Giant wrestle. It's back in my home state of Syracuse, New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
Nice.
and anybody can book me up there, I promise you, they will feel the power of the American Giant, brother.
Well, I just might have to do that, buddy. I have to just talk to some people and see what I can get accomplished.
Okay.
Yeah, I know some people up in New York. See what I could throw some people Jeremy's way.
We can put Vinny on your shoulders. That would be
I'll be
really
your
cool.
mini manager.
There you go.
Let's keep Vinny out of this now. I mean, you know.
You're drowning me with thoughts. Okay, tell you what. Here's how we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to put him on the big screen, and we're going to let him promote himself with his website and everything right under there.
Yep.
American Giant, we're going to put you on the big screen and just if you were going to do a promo of about a minute to promote yourself, the floor is yours, sir. Hang on a minute, let me get it for
That's
you.
me.
I know,
I'm
wrong
the
guy.
giant.
Wrong guy.
I'm the giant of the
Wrong guy.
It
group.
looked like
You're the
that
giant
didn't
of
look
the
like
group.
him at all. I didn't.
All right, my
Well,
friend.
brother, if
and
you want to learn
yours.
more about the American Giant, you can go to the American Giant official website on Facebook, or you can message me at any time to answer any questions for you. And I promise you one thing, I will give you the answers that all these need to be. I promise you guys one thing. When I come to the arena, I will stop and talk with you and chat with you. And believe me, thank you for standing behind me after all these years. And I will continue to do what I need to do before I even retire in professional wrestling, brothers.
Great job. All right, Jeremy, take us to break.
Yeah.
You guys give it up for
Yeah.
the American.
I got me crunk.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you,
You
American Giant.
pumped?
I feel like
Hey guys, it's your boy Vinny MG coming at you live. When I'm not torturing or tormenting POD, I'm on here checking out all the cool content that me and my three brothers put up on this platform. Come and check this out. The show is called A Little Bit of Coffee. You can like, share, and subscribe for more content in the future. All right? So don't forget, grab your Joe and let's go.